Welcome to day 8 of our 31 days of Studio Pro tips, and in this video we're going to take a look at how we can quickly go about exporting audio and MIDI from Studio Pro. Now, if we have a song that we're working on, we can always Control and E to bring up the mix down. That's going to mix down our entire song. Now, if we'd like to export individual tracks, sometimes we may just want an audio track or a MIDI track to quickly export a file and maybe share it with someone that we're collaborating with. So for that, we can Control Shift and E to bring up the export stems dialog, and then we can choose the particular tracks or channels that we'd like to export. But we're going to go ahead and cancel out of here and take a look at another method that can be even quicker. So let's come over to the bottom right corner and open up our browser, and then I'm going to hop over to the Files tab here, and then this is usually on my sample library. I have added this manually up at the top, but we want to come over to the files on the left here, and this is going to allow you access to your system directory, your C drive under the volumes, and your desktop, for instance, documents, and so on. And let's first take a look at exporting the audio. So on this top track, I've just got a brief audio recording here, and I also have an effect. You can see that here in the inspector, an audio filter is applied to this. So if I'd like to quickly get this out of Studio Pro and maybe share it with someone else, we can just left click hold and drag that. I'm going to put this on my desktop. So I'm just going to hover on the word desktop, and you'll see we have a variety of options here. So by default, we're just going to export a straight WAV file. So if that's all you'd like, you can just release and export that down. If I press Alt or Option on the Mac, we can choose to render this down, WAV file with rendered insert effects, and that's going to be our auto filter if you'd like to include that in your exported audio file. Now at the very bottom we can choose audio loop, and this is a proprietary Studio Pro format that stores audio together with musical metadata like tempo and slicing information. But we'll just press Alt and just come back to the regular WAV file. I'll go ahead and release with my left mouse, and we can see that that's been exported. Let's Shift and F to exit out of full screen mode, and then we can minimize Studio Pro, and you can see here is our audio file that was exported. Okay, let's come back into Studio Pro, and then next we have a track with a basic drum pattern, and that is triggering a MIDI with my own samples that I've loaded in here. So let's actually solo this and play this back, and take note that within the inspector we also have a beat delay on this instrument track. So I'm going to go ahead and play back while this is in solo. Okay, so you get the idea of what that is and how that beat delay is affecting our drum beat. And so this is going to be the same process. We can come to this MIDI part, left click hold, and we'll drag that and just put that on the desktop here. And for this we have two options, music loop or MIDI file. And again, we can just press Alt to switch between these two options. Now the bottom one, our MIDI file, this is just going to export a straight up MIDI file, which is going to contain our pitch information, the length of our MIDI notes, the velocity. So just a straight up MIDI file. If I were to press Alt again and let's choose music loop, now I'm going to select this one and I'm going to release. Now that is being exported. Now the music loop is another proprietary format in Studio Pro, and this is going to contain your MIDI data, but also the particular virtual instrument that you're using. In this case, it's going to be the impact, and it's also going to contain any inserts that you have on the track. So we've heard what that sounds like, and let's actually minimize just to show. We can see that music loop file is here on our desktop, and we'll come back to Studio Pro, and let's Control and N to bring up the new song dialog. I'll just click on OK, and then now our files is still open in this new song, and we can see the music loop here. So I'm going to left click hold, drag this into our new session, and then let's Shift and E to zoom in vertically on this, and let's play back. Okay, so we can hear our drum beat. We've got the sounds that were used in the impact and the impact itself. And if I open up the inspector, we can see that our beat delay is here as well. So this can be an incredibly useful option if you are collaborating with someone else and they're also using Studio Pro, and you can email this music loop to them. They can then drag it into Studio One, and they're going to have the samples that you used in impact and the effects that were used, particularly if they're going to be the native effects that are included within Studio Pro. Okay, so I hope this has been useful, and if you're interested in training directly with me over Zoom with Studio Pro training, check out the pinned comment below or the description area of this video. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial.